if I can have everyone's eyes on me. Make sure you're closing your laptops midway. Thank you, laptops midway. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you to the next assignment for those of you who are ready. Great, midway, laptops midway, thank you, awesome. Awesome, and make sure that you're taking out your headphones as well. Great, awesome. Okay, so the next assignment is Restaurant Logo Design Challenge. So the idea of this assignment is you're gonna create a logo for a restaurant. The assignment after this assignment will be creating a menu for that same restaurant, okay? You get to choose whether you are looking for doing a logo for either a fast food restaurant, a family sit-down restaurant, or a fancy restaurant. That is up to you. You get to choose those, whichever one you want to end up going with. For this assignment, you are going to, again, pick an imaginary restaurant logo. You have to be very careful about what colors you're choosing for that logo, what design you're choosing for that logo. It has to match with the idea and identity of that restaurant. Keep in mind just what type of food you're selling, right? Just like we went over, if you're gonna do a fast food restaurant, you're looking at cheap prices, you're looking at pretty poor quality of food. Take, for example, that would be your McDonald's, Taco Bell. Those are all fast food restaurants. Now, if you're doing a family sit down, that would be kind of like an inexpensive, but still to a medium price point. That would be more of like your Applebee's, Chili's, Red Lobster. That's a family sit down restaurant. If you're gonna go ahead and do a fancy restaurant, you're looking at more of like anything that's very fancy. The examples up here are Noma, 11 Madison Park, anything that's just gonna be very, very expensive. And so when you get to the point where you're doing your menu, the prices should reflect that, the quality of food should reflect that, and so should your logo. So right now, you guys who are ready to go ahead and get started on this, you're gonna be sketching out a logo on paper, okay? You're sketching out a logo on paper, you get it approved by me or Mr. Weary. Give me a couple choices, not just one logo. So come up with at least, I wanna say 2 to 3 logos that will be reflected for that restaurant. Then we'll kind of pick out of those, okay? Let me know what colors you're gonna use for that design as well. If we look down here, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down so you can see some of those examples. We have Chick-fil-A, DQ, In-N-Out. Can someone tell me, just volunteer, what's the one color you see in all of these? Red, all together, yeah. There's a reason for that. So when you're in design school, they tell you your primary colors are the first thing that people see as they're driving by. You're not gonna necessarily see those secondary colors as much. Red stands out. What's another primary color? Do we know? Blue? Blue. Blue stands out. Yellow stands out, which is why McDonald's is so famous. Yellow and red. They did that on purpose. And so when you're designing something, you want, the person to just see your logo outside of their establishment and say, I wanna go into that place because it looks cool. I mean, you go really based on the food and the logo combined.
We'll ask Mr. Weary. Is Mr. Weary?
Sorry, he's not in here.
Oh, he's on.
All right. Okay, so keeping in mind the color, the design. That's why I want you to give us at least 2 to 3 options for that logo sketch. Sketch it out. If you're ready to get started on those assignments, just let me know. I also want to make sure that you guys are looking on Canvas for those criteria. Make sure it's an 8 by 8 inch document when you get to that point, and that you are using that 300 DPI as well, okay? So for now, can I see a hand, show of hands, how many of you guys are done with your font face 3? Okay, so all of you guys are gonna end up getting some paper. So I'm gonna come around right now, give you some paper, and you're gonna go ahead and start on that sketch. Yes? Awesome, get to work.